Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's So Funny. Episode number. There we go. Got the camera a little bright there. Yeah, we're getting this. We're getting this. Oh, episode 575. What's up? Man, I'm hungry. I ate like some leftovers earlier. Leftover. Um, yeah. What did I eat? Oh, like broccoli and cheese, and then some random Indian chicken. It was all right. I'm just like hungry for like meat. I really want meat. Well, no, actually, what I really want is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I could really go for that with some iced coffee, but I've been drinking energy drinks today, the Celsius ones. Uh, because that's all that really like gets me going. It doesn't even just makes me like that meme of someone just like anxious. But I have that taste of energy drink in my mouth, so I don't want to like drink a iced coffee and fucking be all mixed up. I need to drink more water. My urine's just Celsius yellow. But I just need to be healthier. But I won't be because I'm a fat piece of shit. But otherwise, just here chilling. Just recorded wrestling podcast on Buddy Gabe earlier. Dude, I woke up like we were gonna record at 2, and I woke up at fucking 1:59, and I'm like, fuck, because he's always early. And I was like, shit, and I got those like my bad. He's oh, that's cool, recorded it. But man, like I woke up at 1:59. I felt like flashbacks of when I would wake up before work, and I'd work at 4 a.m. and I'd wake up at fucking like 3:55, and I'd be like, fuck, and just like go and shower as fucking quick as I can. Like I like speed run a shower, fucking putting on drying myself, putting on my clothes, and then fucking like dude speeding down the fucking street. And I'd be late, I'm sure, if I did that because you had to be at work. Like you weren't officially late until you were at 15 minutes after your scheduled shift. So if you got there at 14 minutes, you were fine, but 15, that's it. You're gonna get like ridden up for it. And man, like I always fucking would get there at like 4:14 or 4:13 or 4:14, like on the dot. Like I'd be like always pushing it. So yeah, I was pretty good at that, but I just had flashbacks of that. That sucked ass, fucking like fuck, and I would always have to shower like every morning because I just felt like dirty with sin. No, I just felt dirty, especially working two jobs. So I would come home from Home Depot like sweated out off my ass, and I don't like taking showers at night. I have to take them in the morning, uh, before work, and yeah, I like showering, in the morning. I hate going to sleep like wet. Clip that, Jimmy. Nah, but as far as news goes, dude, like all that's really the news is with the war, the war, the war, the election, the war, the election, Coachella, and I'd rather talk about Coachella actually, but the only really things I've been wanting to see from Coachella are Grimes, even though, like I said, she reminds me of like her set, and I saw like videos of her apologizing for like how her set was like messed up, and it made me feel bad. It made me feel like I said it the other day. My niece. It made me feel like watching my niece when she was like 4 or 5 playing soccer, and she was trying. I know she was trying her hardest, and I was like, "Oh, you're doing great," but she's like not good at it. And I'm like, "Oh, but she's having fun." And that's how I felt about Grimes. Like you could tell it was like out of her hands, and I felt bad for her, like a like a father that was like, "Oh, my little girl, you're trying though." I was just waving at her like, "Hey, proud of you." But ooh, she's trying. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But I felt bad for Grimes. I was trying to look for the No Doubt performance because I'm like happy that No Doubt reunited or whatever. Even though I read that Gwen Stefani had to like relearn a lot of her songs, which makes sense. She hasn't fucking been in No Doubt in forever. All she's been doing is probably either listening to her own pop songs or to Blake Shelton music, which Blake Shelton's not bad. He's not the best, but he's not bad. But you know, he's a good looking man. He is. So I understand. She's hot. She's fucking like Marilyn Monroe. Well, you know, Marilyn Monroe was kind of like a whore, but she's like Marilyn Monroe, classically hot, like vintage hot. You know, uh, age is like fine wine. Even though I don't drink alcohol, from what I hear, wine gets better as it ages, even though it expires at a certain point. But whatever, what do I know? So that and then like Lana Del Rey, Billie Eilish, Ice Spice looked kind of hot there, even though I care to not listen to her music. I feel like as soon as I hear her music, she's gonna become way less attractive to me. You know, that's my opinion on that. Seemed like a lot of girl heavy acts. It was very a sad girl Coachella, like I said. But you know, proud of everyone. Did great, great job. Um, but yeah, let's look at a little bit of news. Besides, like I said, I don't want to get into really the war. 'Cause all I do is war. It never changes. No, I've already talked about how Iran fucking shot at Israel and how fucking the US helped Israel take down the drones, but he doesn't want to be a part of the war, but it already is. And it's just goofy. And then you even have the Pope like chiming in, like, "Oh, I'm praying that the war doesn't start." Yeah, I know. That's all you do. You just pray. That's all you fucking do. Thank you for praying. Now, you know, scoot, get out of here. We don't need. Well, what good are you? you you know, like at least go beyond public so people can try to kiss your hand or whatever to, I don't know, gain your powers for a minute or some shit. I don't know what that, again, what do you get from kissing the Pope other than I don't know. It doesn't grant you a wish, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise there'd be a lot of people in Italy with Lamborghini. Well, you know, maybe there are a lot of people with Lamborghinis in Italy. Shit, maybe he is granting wishes over there. Wishmaster, you twisted my words. Um I was thinking about too that song. I was showing my niece a bunch of like music. Well, she shows me music. She's like, "Oh, you remember? You know this song?" I was like, "Yeah, I know this song." I've been showing her a lot of emo punk music, like Hawthorne Heights, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. I showed her Zebrahead. She really likes Zebrahead, so I'm glad about that because I do like Zebrahead from Tony Hawk. Fucking the song Check. It's like, it's got a good bass line. But they actually have like at least their first two albums were really good, and she's getting into it. And where was I going with this about music? Right? Oh, she looked up Soul Decision, and there's a song that I know Soul Decision from. There, it's like a one hit wonder, right? The one that played all the time called Faded, which is like a badass song. I love that song. And she was showing me another song that they do that's supposedly popular that I didn't really know of. Probably their other single that I just never got into. But Faded is like, when I get you all alone, I'm gonna take off my clothes and you don't hear about my day. Ho ho ho. And then like when I feel alright, think about making my move tonight. Like to tell you my friends we holding my body tight. I showed her that song and she likes it. And then she's like, "Hey, I looked up the meaning of that song, and people say it's about rape." And I was all like, I mean, if you kind of break it down, a lot of songs are about rape. If you think about it, like, or you know, I mean, if you really look at the lyrics, it doesn't overly state that it's consensual, but we just assume that it is, right? It's not like him saying, "I want to have sex with this woman while she's unconscious," or anything. You know, it doesn't say anything like that overtly, right? But some people, she's like, it's about. I'm like, dude, you can say. I was like, you can say that about a lot of songs, though, right? I know there's a song, there's a lot of songs that aren't dirty but sound dirty, but in any event, in any case, I showed her, uh, Lil Wayne, right? Because there's a song I've always talked a joke about. I go, there's this song called "Every Girl" by Lil Wayne, really by what Young Moolah, Young Money, Young Moolah, baby, Young Money, right? Right? I think it's by Young Money. Is that the group? But so they have a song called "Every Girl" where literally, um, Lil Wayne sings within like the hook or the chorus. I wish I could fuck every girl in the world, and I showed that to her, and I was like, "Look, he's literally saying, literally, I wish I could fuck every girl in the world." I go, a lot like that's every girl in the world. A lot of girls are underage. A lot of girls are babies. A lot of girls are not able to consent. A lot of girls are older women that are senile that can't consent. There's a lot of like that's pretty general of a wish. So he's essentially wanting to rape, and my niece just like heard the song and she's just like, like she's like, oh yeah, that's like kind of straightforward. I go, yeah, at least with like Soul Decisions Faded, like it's at least like romantically put in a way where it doesn't outright say it, but yeah, you can insinuate it or assume it, but it doesn't outright say it. And not even like the song fucking by Nirvana, "Rape Me," where it's literally the chorus is "Rape Me" or whatever, which isn't the best song to listen to at a party and start singing along to because you're just giving consent. like your word is your bond here in Texas. No, but uh yeah, that's what I was talking about with her as far as like, no, I don't think that song's about that. It's about getting with a girl that's drunk and both of you are drunk and then you take her home and then you all have like fun together. Yeah. I guess it is about sex, but it's not about uh unconsensual sex. It's about consensual sex, right? But yeah, I'm probably not even gonna get into the news. There's really no news. There really isn't, like, other than the war and all that. Like, what do I have here? Like Justin, oh yeah, Justin Bieber like kissed Will Smith's son on the cheek. So that was kind of weird at Coachella. And I'm like, did they perform? I don't know. Apple approved emulators for the iPhone, which I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, cool," or "This is a, blah 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 on Nintendo," but really, it's just Apple wanting more money. They just if they approve shit like that and people like start buying them or get, it's just microtransaction city there and money, and they love money. They get huge cuts out. What is the Apple cut like? 25%, 35%, something like that. So yeah, Apple loves that shit. And then I had like Tiger Woods uh getting a really high score at golf, which is actually a bad thing. He got the highest score he's ever had in his pro history, and it's like, oh wait, in golf that's bad. Having a high score is bad in golf. So you know, that really, again, there's no news other than the war that the U.S. doesn't want to be a part of, but is already a part of, and all that. But yeah, I mean, I just showed her music. Like I said, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. I don't know. I really didn't. I need to hit up the Zebra Head guys. I feel like I could like interview one of them, at least maybe the bassist, right? That'd be cool. That'd be kind of cool because their music's pretty cool. If you hadn't heard Zebra Head, look up from their first album, uh, Waste of Mind, right? Yeah. Look up Feel This Way, check. And then from Playmate of the Year, look up Now or Never. And Playmate of the Year is a cheesy ass song, but it's like their hit off of that. But Now or Never's a fucking banger. That song goes hard. They're like punk Linkin Park, It's if I wanted to um describe Zebrahead, they're like punk Linkin Park. If you've played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, I think 2 or 3, their song is like the first song on the first level that plays like every single time. Uh, they're not like Papa Roach, which I'm not even gonna show my niece Papa Roach. I don't want her to be, that this take my money, take my possession, take my obsession. I don't need that shit. No, I'll show her No Doubt. No Doubt's good. When Stefani's hot, she's still hot still. So, but yeah, that's I don't know. I guess that's all funny, guys. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't fucking know. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I really do appreciate. That's all things available anywhere podcasts are available. New episode with my buddy Gabe called "That's All Kayfabe," where we talk about wrestling. That's coming out every Mondays. One comes out today on Monday at 11 a.m. Check it out. It's here on the YouTube channel or everywhere podcasts are available. Or if you want to see both of them on the YouTube channel, video format, check it out. YouTube.com/at Lorenzo Ariola. Like and subscribe over there. Do all that stuff. I do video formats of that. I do video game stuff, and then I do a live show with the great men salad called Tits and Areolas. That's on Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Central. No, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. We talk about a movie, play a game. It's fun. If you want to check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. $5 a month gets you everything there. I'm at Lorenzo Ariola on Twitter, at Lorenzo Ariola on Instagram. If you want any t-shirts, stickers, prints, hit me up. I got merch like that, all sizes, exclusive stuff. My buddy at Retro Horror Inc. does all the art. Check him out at Retro Horror Inc. on everything. Thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Thank you to everyone else. Like and subscribe. I love you all. Take care.